on, guys? It's everybody's favorite hammered amphibian, Ribby the Party Frog. I'm Rib for your chick's pleasure, and I'm hopping right on in for yet another video. Now, today, boys, Sweet Home Alabama, we got quite the awkward family reunion. That's right, we're on the r/confessions subreddit, and this one is simply called I Matched with My Boyfriend's Dad on Tinder. But if you want to fund Ribby's barf bags, don't forget you can slap up that booze bank down below at paypal.me/RibbyThePartyFrog. If you haven't already, give this video a fat thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. Wow, where to begin with this one, boys? So, match with your boyfriend's dad on Tinder. Now, do you mean you matched with him in the past? Otherwise, you're cheating on your boyfriend because you're swiping while you're with him. Either way, this chick does not discriminate. She'll get with a guy her age. She'll get with a guy old enough to be her father. That's a chick with some issues right there. Daddy issues 101. Hooking up with men old enough to be your dad. So, kicking it off, this chick says, a little over a year ago, I matched with an older guy on Tinder, and we talked for a while. That's the thing. If you're a 304 in a small town, you're going to end up hooking up with Timmy, Johnny, Luke, Ben, Nick, and it turns out they're all cousins. They're all brothers. They're all friends. You're hooking up in a small town, getting that roast beef puniti thrown left, right, and center. Then, oops, it looks like I was getting with the dad of the dude I'm now dating. Absolutely disgusting, but in 2022, the morals and the punyayas have never been looser. So, you match with an older guy and talk for a while. She says, we did a lot of sexual stuff, over Snapchat, but we never actually met in person. He was married and didn't want his wife to know. I know it was dumb of me to be talking to a married guy like this, but I was stupid and horny. Oh, so you didn't technically meet up and bang him, which, okay. But I mean, sending illicit texts and nudes, that's definitely gotta count as some kind of cheating, right, boys? You were sending some nudies over to this married man, and you knew he was married. I feel sorry for the poor sap who is dating this chick now. Can you imagine if you found out you're a young guy Ribby's age in his 20s, you found out that your girl was sending Papa nudes, and he's married. Not only is your father a scumbag, but you're dating a degenerate piece of trash. What an absolute mess. And she knew she was a homewrecker and didn't care. Made an excuse. I was young, dumb, and horny. That's an excuse for everything. Guess what? So have I. So am I. So has everybody been. Doesn't mean an excuse to, I'm going to go smash somebody's wife. Come on. She says, it was fun for a while, but I felt bad about it all and knew it couldn't go any further. So after a couple months, I ghosted him. Sure. You know, it's funny. The chicks always said they do the ghosting, but I don't know. Sometimes the reality is a little different. She says, about 9 months ago, I met a guy. He's sweet, kind, handsome, just generally awesome. Well, he sounds too good for you, my chick. Sending your nudes to men old enough to be your father who are married. Let me just assume you don't have a good relationship with your dad. My goodness, my chick. She says, he's the first guy I've ever felt like I could have a serious relationship with. Another red flag. She doesn't say how old she is, but the fact she's saying the first guy I felt I could date seriously, that makes me think she's been run through by multiple men. Smashed and dashed, dated a lot of bad boys, because she's so shocked when she finally meets a decent young man. She doesn't know what to do with it. She says, and I genuinely think he might be the guy I end up marrying one day. At least I hope so, until I found out how bad I effed up. See, it's a small world, boys, and your actions have consequences. So, you know, when you're hooking up with people, it's all right and fun in the moment. But if you're doing that a lot, you could, hey, my new girl, I smashed your sister, I smashed your friend, I smashed, these things happen in the online dating pool. So, again, this chick, because she was a little promiscuous, her escapades, sending news to the father of her now boyfriend who's married, that ever comes out, poof, relationship's gone. The best man you ever met. If he has any balls whatsoever, will dump you instantly, immediately on the spot, and judge you as a degenerate harlot, and kind of judge his dad as a scumbag too, which he is. She says, we were talking about when I was going to meet his parents since he had just met mine, and we planned on me going with him to 4th of July party they usually have. Oh, can you imagine being a scumbag dad and your little son, your little 20-year-old, young man brings home a girl who had to Snapchatted nudes to you? God, that is disgusting. That is just wrong. Sloppy seconds from your dad. Now, I know he didn't actually get with her, but again, boys, they were basically online sexting buddies. That's pretty bad. She says, he brings over a couple of photos, one from last year, and I see the older guy I'd been talking to. I ask who that is, and he says, it's my dad. Initially, I started freaking out. I faked being sick later that night and rushed home to have a full-on panic attack about how I had completely effed things up. So, I mean, she's a woman, right? So she'll probably say, it's okay, I can keep the man. I'll just lie. I'll never tell him anything. I'll deny it. It will never come out. I'll bury it. I'll just lie. But you know what? You'll slip up one day and it'll come loose, and then all hell's going to break loose. It's going to be over. So, again, the best guy you ever met, you could have had a great relationship, and the only thing stopping you is you, 9 months in the past, knowingly sending nudes and sexting with a married man who is his dad. So he's a scumbag dad and a 304 girlfriend. This guy's batting 2 for 2, 0 for 0. My God. Poor dude. I hope his mom's a decent lady. My goodness. You got your parents and your girlfriend should be like people that are actually of good quality, good caliber, right? Your parents, the woman you're dating, man, oh man, I feel bad for this kid. Finally, she says, I ended up reaching out to his dad again and explaining what I had discovered and begged him to never tell my boyfriend any of it. He agreed, but also said he missed me, that we should start talking again, and he was looking forward to finally seeing me in person. Oh, this sounds like a P-Hub scenario. Please never tell him. The dad just gets a smirk. He's like, sure, I won't tell him. Drops a belt, unzips the pants. You know what to do. My goodness. You know where this situation's got. Is it Ribby being a pervert? It sounds like that's like what he was setting up for, the blackmail. I won't tell him. If you gotta do one thing for me, sweetheart. My God. She says, now it's all stressing me out even more because I don't know how to deal with what he said on top of everything else, and I'm worried he's going to blackmail me or something. Yeah, he has all the power in this situation. Well, he does have the power, but at the same time, if he does blackmail you, if he does expose you, then he exposes himself to his wife, and then he's facing a divorce and losing half his stuff. So, yeah, there's a chance he could, but at the same time, he really doesn't have a lot of ground to stand on unless he is okay with throwing away his marriage and making his son hate him. If he does choose to blackmail you, that means he would expose you and he'd expose him, which means his wife would hate him, his son would hate him, and suddenly he'd be without a family. So, yeah, I mean, it's probably in his best interest, if he cares about his family at all, not to do that. But definitely an interesting scenario. Just a quick little story. What do you boys think of this one? The degenerate scumbags, the chicks on the street, find themselves in some quite hilarious situations these days, don't they, boys? But if you want to see Ribby getting hilariously hammered tonight, don't forget you can slap up his booze bank down below at paypal.me/Ribby the Party Frog. If you haven't already, give this video a fat thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you boys right back here for the next one. All right, guys, it's been Ribby the Party Frog. Thanks for stopping by, and take it easy.